Hi, I'm Craig, and I help veterans go from feeling stuck and unseen after service to living with confidence, connection, and purpose so that they can thrive in civilian life and relationships. All right, guys, I'm back with another video. Um, and today we're going to talk about the back. Happy Sunday to you, by the way. Today we're going to talk about the back conditions, but it's a very short video. I'm not going to talk a lot about the back conditions because I just did a video recently about spine conditions, which covered a little bit of back conditions as well, but I am going to talk about specific back and spine disorders today that deal with chronic pain, disc disease, and strain, those lumbar kind of strains on the back. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about back conditions in this short video that will hopefully be helpful to you as you submit your VA claim. So back conditions, like the last maybe 3 or 4 videos we've done, are among the most common VA disability claims filed by veterans. These include lumbar strain, degenerative disc disease, spondylosis, herniated disc, and chronic lumbago, right? All these are things that I'm sure a lot of veterans have experienced with regard to their claim or with regard to their lives and experience like different pain situations and circumstances. And so this is the video that you need in order to make sure that you submit your claim in a current, accurate, and complete way and win a favorable back claim. So often the result of military training, heavy lifting, ruck marching, or combat impact, back injuries can develop into long-term disabilities that affect posture, sleep, and mobility. You see how sleep, back issues, pain. You see how all these circular secondary conditions and tertiary conditions flow from the primary condition of whatever you might be claiming, and it depends on the root cause of what's actually bringing you pain, right? So we want to talk a little bit about it today. Chronic back pain can cause nerve impingement, sciatica, and muscle spasms. Those are remember the things that are connected to the spine, often leading to secondary conditions like knee, hip, or mental health disorders. So you want to pay attention to what's going on with your back because it could lead to another secondary condition that you can also claim for VA compensation. Veterans with back pain should understand how VA rates spinal disabilities under the general rating formula and what evidence strengthens their claim for service connection and higher evaluation. Okay, scale. The VA rates back and spine conditions under diagnostic codes 5235 to 5243. We talked a little bit about that when we did our spine video, following the general rating formula for diseases and injuries of the spine. Ratings depend on range of motion, specifically for flexion of the thoracolumbar spine and functional limitations caused by pain, weakness, or flare-ups. Intervertebral disc syndrome, IVDS, can be rated alternatively based on the total duration of incapacitating episodes requiring physician prescribed bed rest over a 12-month period. So ratings range from 10% for mild limitation or pain to 100% for unfavorable ankylosis of the entire spine. The VA must also consider neurological complications, for example, sciatica and radiculopathy, separately under peripheral nerve diagnostic codes when connected to spinal conditions. Let me also say something about back conditions and the VA's rating criteria for them. This is also something that you need to pay attention to, that as they roll out some of these new changes, because so many veterans apply for VA conditions related to the back, there may be some changes associated with that. We'll try to stay on top of them on the channel, but you should also be aware of those changes as they come and as they're released and put out to the public and the overall veteran community. Okay, so be aware of the changes, guys. Be aware of the changes. Don't get locked into, oh man, the manual said this, so this is the way it's supposed to be. No, like, be aware of the changes. Check the public register. Be aware of the 38 CFR. Bookmark that thing. Bookmark the M21-1. These are public documents that are available, where you can make sure that you are filing the right information using the proper forms to file your claims. Okay, and as we always say, especially on back claims, when we talk about case law, okay, make sure you're using the appropriate case law for your claim, something that's similar to what you're going through. And if you'll notice, if you're watching my videos consistently, and thank you guys for you guys who are watching the videos consistently, thank you so much for watching. But if you're watching the videos, right, and you're subscribed to the channel, you are noticing when we get to this case law slide, it's some of the same cases. And the reason why it's some of the same cases is because some of this case law covered range of motion, okay, and functional loss, which is conducive to a lot of musculoskeletal conditions. Okay, so you're going to start seeing the same case law. Mitchell versus Shinseki, Sharp, Shulkin, Correia, McDonald. Okay, Mitchell versus Shinseki said that the VA must account for functional loss due to pain and ensure that pain during movement or flare-ups is factored into the disability rating. I know I've said this in other videos. Okay, you should know this case now by heart. Shinseki, you should know that joker by heart. Mitchell, Shulkin, these should be your friends by now, right? Case law that you should know very well so you can cite them on your VA claim. Sharp versus Shulkin established that VA examiners must estimate the impact of flare-ups, even if the veteran isn't experiencing one during the exam, based on history and lay evidence. If you want a copy of these, if you want me to post it like in the description or something, or if you just want me to send it to you, I can definitely do that. Just let me know. Drop case law in the comments and let me know if you'd like me to send you a copy of these case laws. If you, for whatever reason, are unable to find it, I'll be glad to send you all three of these so that you can be aware and be fully educated about your claim. Correia versus McDonald requires range of motion testing to be performed under active and passive motion, weight-bearing and non-weight-bearing conditions for accuracy. Collectively, these cases ensure fair evaluation of back disabilities by emphasizing functional impact over static measurements, okay? And we've got one slide, our final slide, for evidentiary support strategy for post-service claim, all right? This is how to strengthen your VA back claim. And you'll find that it's probably similar of how you strengthen your knee claim, similar to how you strengthen your thigh claim, similar to how you strengthen other musculoskeletal claims. You want to obtain objective medical evidence, such as MRI, CT scan, or X-ray results showing degenerative changes, herniated discs, or spinal narrowing. Okay, keep consistent pain documentation. I know I said that in the last video, across VA and private treatment records, including notes on how back pain limits mobility, sleep, or daily function. Gather buddy statements from co-workers, family, supervisors, describing observed functional limitations, missed work, or activity restrictions during flare-ups. And then consider secondary connections. Chronic back conditions can cause worsened sciatica, radiculopathy, depression, insomnia, and even weight gain from inactivity, right? Some of these are the same sort of cluster of concerns from a secondary perspective that you saw in the other videos. Strong medical nexus opinion linking your back condition to service-related events, ruck marches, falls, lifting injuries, vehicle impact can significantly improve your claim's success. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you are having a great weekend, and I hope you're getting ready for work, and I hope you're getting ready to focus and train your mind on what you need in order to submit a VA claim. But I want to say something in this video. It's so much more than just your VA claim. It's about your life, your health, your strength, your vitality, your ability to be your best version for your family, right? It's about how you show up mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, occupationally, and financially. It's not just, this is just but one piece of your overall life and your overall capacity to be the best version of yourself to everyone, okay? And so I want to make sure that you know that on this channel we are committed to doing that. If you hear the lawnmower outside, sorry about that. If you guys can hear that, you may not be able to hear it. But I want to focus on what is the most important thing for the veteran, and that is that the veteran is well and whole in every aspect, okay? So like this video, subscribe to the channel, share these videos with veterans who you feel like may need the content, right? And as I always say and often say, please, whatever you do and in all that you do, live royally and live well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you want any more information about the subject of this series, be sure to check out the playlist right here. And remember, live royally and live well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.